Okay, now that we have the soil all loosened up, we're going to use our Mulch-Mate trailer, which is specifically designed for this work. Let me just show you how it works. There's two conveyor belts inside this setup. There's one under here. This is the one that shoots the dirt out the side of the trailer and then puts the compost into this hopper right here. This is the top dressing machine. There's another conveyor belt that just gets pulled this way, takes the whole trailer full, pulls it back here. There's steel bars right here that turn with fingers on it to fluff up and break up the compost to make sure it's not clumpy and lumpy, and it drops it onto this conveyor belt, and this conveyor belt just shoots it right out the side into here. This holds a half cubic yard of compost. Right here, there's these wheels. As the dirt comes out, there's a gate right here. I'll show you that because I can control how much product is coming out this gate and dropping it onto these wheels, and as it's moving forward, these wheels are throwing it out. A lot of us remember the salt spreaders from up north. This is exactly what it is, like the salt spreaders that were in the back of the big trucks going down the highways. This is just a mini version of that. The product falls onto the wheels, it gets dispersed out. Then we can also, what's nice about it is we can control how much the product is going down. And we can also control how wide the throw is, so when we get into tight areas on the side of a house, we can bring in the throw of how wide it is. Then we get out into the wide open areas, we can open it up and throw a wider spread. Okay, this is where the magic happens and the miracles lie. This is all compost, pure compost. It's screened. We pay extra to get the screened compost. And then also, it's made by Life Soils. It's Life Soils, and it's called Comand. And they inoculate it with the beneficial bacteria to keep the microorganisms and the ecosystem alive. But also those beneficial bacteria that are in here will get into your soil and your sand and aid in the life of your grass. Now we have the top dressing and the compost all spread out all over the yard. We're going to take a leveling rake and we just drag it over the top of the ground. And what it does is, as we're dragging it, it's taking that compost, it's forcing it down into those holes that we made with the core aerator and putting all that compost down to the root system where it needs to be. Okay, we're done with the 3 steps. We did the dethatching, we did the core aeration, we just completed the compost top dressing on the whole property here. We followed it up with the raking, just to rake it all out and get it down into the grass and force the compost down into the holes we made with the core aeration to get it down by the root system. And then a big open area like this where it's very bare, where this was the biggest stress out area. We punched a lot of holes with the core area right here. Put a lot of top dressing and compost here just to make that a very nutrient rich soil, so in the springtime or when it's time for the grass to start filling back in, it has all the nutrients and health it needs. Now it's time for us to clean up the mess we made. We'll get all the compost off of the porches, the stone walls, the driveway, the street. It does make kind of a mess. It's a big messy job, but we will clean up and we will leave here with your place looking as good, if not better, than when we pulled up. We're on. Okay, so that wraps it up. That's the final video in our series, lawn rehab and lawn rejuvenation. There are 3 videos. If you missed the first 2 videos, please go back and watch those and you'll understand how it all ties together. We will leave links to those videos down below in the description, or you can just come over here and watch them right over here.